Welcome to the Human Bacon Podcast. Nick, what episode are we on today?
22.
22?
22.
I feel like it's a hallmark.
Yes.
I think I say that every episode.
Well, they all are. They're all gems. Every one
We're
of them.
getting older and older, and then when we get to around 40, 45, our back's going to start hurting.
Yep.
And we'll just start, disintegrating
So we're
very
getting
slowly.
there. 22 is not bad.
Yeah, 22 is good.
22 is good.
Yeah,
You're good.
Let's just stay around 22. Once we hit about 27, 28, we'll start going backwards.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. Just not getting older than 28. I'll go back.
But all right, man. How you doing? It's been a minute.
It's been a little while. Yeah, it's been like a couple weeks.
Yeah, I started my new job.
Yes, he's a stripper.
I'm a stripper. So yeah,
At the hospital too, which is I don't know how you got that job.
Yeah, I'm just a very smexy security officer, and people are just shoving ones into my khaki pants all the time. Because you got to keep the sick people entertained.
You got it. Something makes them happy.
Have you ever been in a packed emergency room? And just
Yes.
there's so many disgruntled people coughing, people throwing
Oh
up.
yeah, he's crying.
You need a stripper.
Yeah.
You
If a guy just started getting naked during there and dancing, I'd be like, hey, could be worse.
if it's not entertainment for him, at least it's a distraction.
Yeah, something
Right.
to do. Better than a soap opera.
Yeah, you're gonna. It might cure you.
Yeah.
Who knows?
I'm sure he'll get tackled.
The best. What Robin Williams said. He said the best medicine is comedy. Right.
Yes, laughter.
Yes. So it might give a few old ladies some heart attacks, but that's coming anyways.
But the laughter will cure their heart attacks, right?
Yeah, maybe.
If I
Maybe
get,
that's how it works.
attacked by a shark, maybe I could just start trying to make me laugh, and my leg will grow back. Or something, right? It is the best medicine.
All I'm gonna say is that in a parallel universe, that's true.
Yeah, somewhere.
Okay? So it's true. It's true.
Yeah, I believe it.
Um,
Have anything crazy happened yet? How long you been there so far?
So I've been there since the 22nd. So
And today's the 7th.
So about 14 days, about 2 weeks.
Yep.
2 weeks roughly. Yeah, we've had some pretty crazy shit happening. One of the funniest stories so far, and it's not sad per se, but it's like you feel bad for the dude. Some dude came in. He was strapped down to the hospital stretcher, one of the hospital beds, and the ambulance brought him in, and so I'm in EPOD, and EPOD is like the behavioral psych unit, and there's always a security officer stationed there because they're psych patients, and they're.
You're in Arkham Asylum. You're telling me here.
Yeah. I'm in Arkham Asylum. Yeah, and I'm trying to control everyone there. Basically, when you're there, when you're in EPOD, you double as basically a waiter. So you basically take food orders for people and you give them food. But you also that's 90% of your job in EPOD, and the other 10% is telling people to knock it the fuck off when they're just being crazy or doing stupid shit.
Yep.
Which the worst part about EPOD is the kids. The kids, you think crazy adults would be bad. It's no. Those are very rare. I've seen a few of them, but they're very rare. The crazy kids with autism in there that just don't know when to knock it off. It's like that annoying cousin that comes over your house and you can't wait for him to leave.
Oh yeah, you're like, oh no, he's coming today. Please no.
Yeah, and you're 8 years old and he's playing with your fire trucks. He's playing with your toys, and maybe he has a few and he's trying to sneak them out,
Oh yeah, or he's playing way too rough with them. You're like, oh shit.
And you're like, these are my toys, you know? What the fuck? But that's basically the kids in there. They're just most of them have severe autism and they just don't understand how to act in a sociological appropriate manner. So they get Section 12 all the time. But this one guy came in, and it was I had to try so hard not to laugh as we were holding him down to the bed, this adult male, so that he couldn't move at all, and all he kept screaming was the most random adjectives you could possibly imagine. Right now I can't say in a random order the randomness that he applied to his adjectives. I can't even do it because he would be like, pumpkin, tomato sauce, black cobra, and he was screaming these things, right? And then like he'd be like, he was this Asian dude, so he had like a fob accent.
Yeah.
Like he had like a fresh accent from like Asia or whatever, and he would be like, your face, ground, like put your face in the ground.
Jesus.
And he's just screaming. But dude, like he was really messed up on like some like fucking PCP or some bad salts or something. Like it wasn't a downer that he did, whether it was like cocaine or what. Like it was an extreme upper that he did.
Yeah.
And
he had more than a Red Bull.
Yeah. He was like, dragon, fire, your face. Like the most random shit. And like as we're holding him down and he's resisting extremely, I'm laughing under my mask and I'm smiling.
Yeah.
Because it's fucking hilarious.
It's the only good time to be wearing masks.
This makes no sense at all, you know? And I'm just like, well, what is happening right now? But that job, like 95% of it's chill. It's like you're walking around, you're locking doors, you know, you're getting food for people, maybe getting them some water in the emergency room.
Yep.
Just basically being a good person, helping out like doctors and nurses and stuff if they need help doing anything, helping a patient off the bed, whatever. That's 95% of the job. But the other 5% is like is just people being just crazy and like you have to deal with that.
Oh yeah.
But it's good because you always have like 3 other security officers there with you, you know? Or like a code gray will be called and they'll come running to wherever you are in the hospital. And like literally it's like you and like 3 other guys and like you're ready to fucking tackle this dude if anything. But some people, they just have such insane neuroses that like I don't know. That like and like it's crazy too because like they do screaming dragon and fire and like black magic and shit. I don't know if he was trying to cast a spell or what he was doing.
Just plain magic.
But they gave him I forget what the needle's called. It's called like an MDT or something, but it's like this needle with like this solution in it, and it basically makes people pass out, right?
Yep.
So like if someone's acting crazy and security officers are holding the dude down on the floor, a nurse will come over and stick the needle in their butt and give them it, and then it's basically like a horse tranquilizer.
Yeah.
They basically go out cold. But dude, as soon as they wake up from that medicine, dude, they are the most normal person in the world. It scares the shit out of me because they'll come in all fucked up on whatever drug they have, right? And then they'll get that needle, and then literally they're fine, 100%. Right. Just like you and me, you can talk to them normal, and they won't even remember what happened. You know?
Yeah.
They're that psychotic.
They're getting plugged back into the Matrix. That's what it was.
It's literally rebooting a computer.
That's what it was. They saw the outside.
They saw the outside.
He was reading the green code, and that's what he was reading was Red Dragon.
Dragon, your face, fire.
That's what he was reading.
Scorpion, Black Desert. Dude, the most random shit.
Gave him the blue pill, and he woke up like, wow, what happened?
Yeah, he had a spit hood on and everything. And cops were in there with us trying to like just hold this dude down while the nurses gave him medicine.
It's good training for when the zombies start.
I mean,
you're gonna be there with that first guy who bites a orderly.
The job I have, it teaches you how to handle stress very well.
Yeah. Do you have anything to beat them with, or just your hands?
So we just have gloves, but we just have like medical gloves that we carry on us, and then we have to like subdue them. And how we do that is it's called like everyone grab an extremity, you know, like whether one guy grabs an arm, another guy grabs an arm, you grab both legs and like wrap them up, or
you strap them to a fucking horse in every direction, and they just run off. That'll teach them.
Dude, they used to do that, like medieval.
Yeah, that's fucking what a horrible thing.
Oh my god, that's
pull you
fucked
apart.
Up. Yeah, literally pull you apart.
Well, they had the other one where
at least you're gonna have a really good stretch before you die. Like it's gonna be the best stretch imaginable.
I don't know what would be worse, like the ones where they did it with like horses, or the ones like when you kind of strapped to a machine and they cranked it. So like as they cranked it, like the ropes you were tied to got like, you know what I mean, like stretch you up more and more the more that they crank.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. What one would you prefer?
Probably the horses. I think they'd be over quicker.
Yeah, the horse. Yeah,
but
it'd be a lot of pain, but you'd bleed out quite quickly.
Yeah.
But at least it wouldn't be slow.
Just slowly having your shoulder blades ripped out. Like I think that'd be shitty.
And then like every time they crank it, it's just like that little kink, and then it's like
You hear that shitty rope noise. It's getting tighter. Fuck. We did some horrible shit.
Humans are bad people.
We're awful. Every single one of us.
I don't
Every single one of us. You go back through like just all of history, and you're like, wow, people were just horrible.
And you got to think too, like horror. The people who did like the worst shit are the people who like survived and like passed on their genes. You know?
Oh yeah.
Like, obviously not in every example it's like that, but it's like you got 2 cavemen and 1 cave girl. It's like, okay, the caveman that hits the other one with the rock wins, and okay, his genes get passed on.
Yeah, that's literally all. Yeah.
So being aggressive like that, it's like, okay, it kind of works.
Like all the worst shit you can think of is because of us. Like all the worst shit. And they go all the best stuff too. Yeah, but
and that's where we come from. That's our lineage.
That's us.
That's us.
Unless the aliens came down.
Dude,
altered.
but like, do you not show Ancient Aliens, man? Like,
oh yeah.
How they're like, I don't know. They constantly talk about, dude, the fucking stones in the pyramid, man. There's too many of them, man.
It's made
like,
so
I
precisely.
Feel like, I feel like I critique that show a lot, and I'm like, come on, man. I'm like, this is kind of crazy. But if I went and like saw the pyramids,
yeah,
they're probably so fucking massive and like insanely large that I'd just be like, oh yeah, it's aliens, absolutely, 100%.
Yeah, it just makes sense though to just be like how else can you explain this? Aliens.
Yeah, like when you watch it on TV, it's like okay, this is like kind of bullshitty. You know, this is just conspiracy theorists. But dude, like if you went to the pyramids and you saw how massive each stone was, you'd be like, oh, aliens.
You'd be like, there's no way. There's no way.
But like, I get it, aliens now. Yeah, it makes sense now. Now that I have perspective.
We just do what we do with anything. We build. You throw human death and suffering at it until it's built.
That's a great way to accomplish things. You just, you just want to be the guy in charge, you know.
That's all. You just want to be the guy behind.
Tell everyone to go break their backs, and then
feed me grapes and fan me off with a giant fan. Everyone must have smelled terrible back then. When did they invent like deodorant and stuff?
No plumbing.
Because like even if you like washed yourself, how long would that last if you're in the desert and it's 110 degrees? Like cool, you smell good for like a minute, and then we're just gonna smell like ass.
They were probably so used to it because like when you're born, like, you're exposed to that smell of everyone else constantly. But like nowadays, it's always suppressed.
But I wonder who at some point was like enough, because you know what I mean. You know what I mean. You won't have a job if you're fucking smelling all the time.
It had to be like cultures coming together. It's like, I don't know, you get off the boat somewhere and like you meet this tribe and you're like, oh my god, these people smell like shit.
Yeah,
like, this is horrible.
Literal shit.
So I'm gonna invent a deodorant for these people. Jesus.
Like even back when we thought we were civilized, like we were like throwing buckets of shit out onto the streets, like people living together. You know what I mean? Like, oh, we have like an economy and jobs and all this stuff, and we're exploring, but we're taking buckets of shit and throwing it in the river, and then
throwing it out your window.
Throwing it out your window. Yeah. Just a bucket of shit.
Just watch out, Bob.
Yeah, hey, out of here. You coming to the dinner party tonight? Yes, I am. As you're throwing just diarrhea shit out the window. Like, you're not very elegant.
Yeah, dude. Times before plumbing, not fun. A lot of disease.
Yeah.
A lot of disease.
Just no plumbing.
No one thought that they should take their waste and like not put it directly where they live.
How much time did it take in the morning? Like, if you had to wake up and take a piss, like, did you just go in a bucket? Did you run outside? Well, they had the outhouses, but even then, like, what'd you do when that got filled? There was no truck backing in with a giant tube that just sucks it out of there.
I think it just was like a bucket in the outhouse, and you would like take the bucket out.
Oh my god! Just a community bucket? You're gonna fuck that,
dude. You'd have to like find someone with like a very low IQ. And, like, that's just their job.
They're just the shit bucket man.
They're the shit bucket guy, man. And they're probably so happy that they have a job.
I almost wanted to say, like, I'll just fucking dig a hole or something. But, like, you know what you would shit in your lifetime if you lived in the same place? You can't just keep digging. You'd have a fucking giant sewer system in your back of just shit.
Yeah. That's horrible. I would not want that.
Sometimes we talk about very important things. And today we're talking about shit.
Talking about fecal matter.
It happens.
I mean,
we almost are at Christmas time, and Mr. Hanky is the Christmas poo.
Oh, yes.
So,
He's a fabulous Christmas poo. I enjoy. I thoroughly enjoy South Park. I do.
I was watching a bunch of it today.
I watched what was it yesterday? Oh yeah, I watched the one yesterday where Cartman made the kid eat his parents.
Yes, Scott Tedderman.
Scott, you know his name.
Yes.
Scott Tedderman ate his parents. Scott Tedderman ate his parents.
And he licks his tears. Your tears are so good.
Your tears are so salty. I love it. Yes.
I feel like that Bigger, Longer, and More Uncut, the movie, like their first movie that they did, was like how I learned how to swear. Between that and like the Marshall Mathers LP, they both came out when I was like 11 or somewhere around that age, and both of them is how I pretty much just started swearing all the time. Calling somebody an Uncle Fucker was like the funniest thing in school.
An Uncle Fucker.
Because of that fucking movie.
Oh Jesus, dude, South Park's the best because they don't give a fuck at all.
Like I do miss the old like kind of random episodes. My favorite ones are the ones about like nothing. Like they got like really like political. Then they did the whole thing with Integrity Farms. I wasn't really into that one.
Yeah,
too much.
Where every episode was just a one-off.
That's what I wanted. Just kind of a no. I don't mind a little bit of a story. Like the Coon and Friends is funny, or Imagination Land. Those are 3 episodes. We talked about the Game of Thrones ones a few times.
Yeah,
but when they do like the whole thing where Mr. Garrison was Trump, they do like a whole season of that. I'm like, all right, I just want random funniness. I don't want like serious political stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, I did like the one-off episodes more, where it's like it doesn't build up. But
Lemmy Winks, it's a whole episode about a hamster or whatever or a rat. He was stuck in like one of the asses. It was Mr. Slave's ass. It was just like his adventure in there, and he was running into like the spirits of other animals that got trapped in his ass and died.
My god,
it's a great episode.
That's fantastic.
How do you pitch that? But
I have not seen that one. I want to. Jesus, that's fantastic. But dude, you could imagine like the South Park producer room. It must be just so heavy with like marijuana smoke.
I think they do it in Colorado too. Actually, I don't know where they do it, but it's Trey Lance and Matt Stone.
You gotta tell, just like their ideas, like it's a lot of it comes from pot. Like it has to. Like there's no way they're just doing it this fucking raw dog and.
They do it quick too, like their episodes.
They do.
Like they make a storyline and make it and put it out like all within the week.
Yeah, they make a storyline.
It's not all pre-recorded.
They do the animation. Well, that's why it's so up to date all the time. Because you'll see something on the news and then it'll be on South Park right away.
Yeah, like 3 days later, and you're like,
what the fuck?
That just fucking happened. How'd you guys do that?
But yeah, South Park's like the king of like just doing shit quick. Yeah.
They have the new special out. Because they're doing specials now that are coming out on Paramount Plus. Of course, you have to subscribe to fucking Paramount
Plus. They're doing South Park specials?
Yeah, like kind of like the episode 3. They're like movies. I don't know if you saw the pandemic special, but they did kind of like that.
Okay.
And the last one they were adults. It was like the future. And Kenny was this like genius time traveler. Like he invented time travel and all this stuff, but he got infected with another variant. They're still dealing with COVID when they're older. And Kenny gets some like different variant and he dies from it. So they all like come together. I didn't watch it, but somebody was telling me that I guess Carbon's older and he has a family and he's Jewish now. He's a rabbi.
He's a rabbi.
He's a rabbi, and I guess the whole time Kyle's like, he's just doing this to fuck with me. Like he's not really like
that much of a dedication to a joke. It's funny.
I don't know how I feel. I haven't watched it, but I don't want to subscribe to Paramount Plus to watch. South Park's on every day on Comedy Central. I just watch reruns.
Dude, whenever Cartman like dedicates himself to something, he dedicates himself.
Oh yeah.
Like as far as Scott Tedderman, his parents, or
Awesome-O, where he just pretended to be a robot with Butters the whole time. And he was just whole episode. He kept coming up with shitty Adam Sandler movies.
Yeah, Adam Sandler. He got. Dude, it's been bad since fucking since he was I forget the name of the movie. It was like he was like the female character in him.
Oh, Jack and Jill.
Jack and Jill, dude. I don't remember the name. That's how bad it is.
I didn't really like Click around there. That's when I started getting a little bit away from.
Yeah, seriousness with Adam Sandler.
Yeah, the first Grown Ups is all right, but the other ones were just like, this is. I mean, I get it. If you got the money, why wouldn't you make a couple movies at your best friends? I would do the exact same thing, but it doesn't mean the movie was good. I'll admit though, I love Hubie Halloween. I fucking love that movie.
That one was that was interesting.
Because it was just stupid, and that's what I like. But it wasn't like Jack and
like,
Jill stupid, where you're like, all right, this is like, why are you doing this?
Because the whole movie knew it was stupid.
Yeah.
So it
was a parody in itself that I was like, all right.
Yeah, like if you're gonna have a stupid movie, like you have to have everyone know it's just gonna be a retarded, stupid movie, and like the movies that like try to be serious when they should be trying to be stupid. It's that's what Jack and Jill was. It's like, what the fuck?
Yeah, he was like he was like, no, this is gonna be funny, and you're like, no, this isn't gonna be
nothing
funny.
Nothing landed in that movie at all.
That was
you're just constantly looking at it with like a cringe face. You're like, oh,
why are you doing any of these?
Like, what is happening? What is happening right now?
Come on, Adam Sandler.
Fucking my favorite Adam Sandler movie though. It's like it's gonna be Billy Madison.
Ooh, but I have a random one that not a lot of people. My favorite Adam Sandler movie is The Wedding Singer.
The Wedding Singer?
I fucking love The Wedding Singer.
Really? Interesting. My the one Adam Sandler movie I watched all the time when I was growing up was The Longest Yard.
Yep.
That's a good movie. That's a very, very good movie.
It's a good movie.
That's one movie where like Adam Sandler did the seriousness right.
Yeah.
Because there's comedy in it, but like the serious parts was like it's very good. Very good. But I think that's like one of the only movies where like his seriousness ever.
There was one that I remember. It was like Spanglish. He had a movie like that. It was like a serious movie the whole time, but it was like it had like dark, kind of dry humor. I watched it once, but I was like 17 or something when the movie came out, and I thought I watched it and it was gonna be funny, so I don't remember most because I was like, when is this gonna get funny? Like, this isn't very funny, Adam.
Jeebus.
Yeah. I was looking up the other day to visit Hobbiton.
To visit Hobbiton?
Yeah, you can
What
visit
is that?
Where the hobbits lived in Lord of the Rings.
Really?
The Shire.
You can. Yeah. Is that? Where is that?
New Zealand.
New Zealand? They filmed that in New Zealand?
Yep.
Wow.
And you can go and visit there. And there's the pub there that you see in the first movie, like before they all leave, and they're all partying in that pub. They made it a real pub. You can like go in there and eat and get like drinks and shit like that. You can do an evening banquet tour that I saw.
And you said that like, dude, hold on. Let me just.
Oh yes.
I love Lord of the Rings. Okay.
I love Lord of the Rings.
Dude, you know Luke.
Oh yeah, Luke does too.
He's read all the fucking books. Okay.
Yeah.
I feel like next summer we should like plan a trip to do that or something.
I would absolutely.
Would you want to do that?
Oh, I would go. The only thing that would stop me from going is it's a 30-hour flight. Wow. And it's $3,000 ticket round trip.
Okay. Well, let's just hope another pandemic happens and then the prices go down.
Yeah.
That's
30 hours flying.
Wow.
There's one stop and it's Alaska.
You think we might be able to just hold on to like the back of the plane while it drives off?
We're gonna have to dress up like the characters from Lord of the Rings and make a journey to New Zealand
and do a hero's journey.
Yeah, that's the only way that's gonna happen.
Oh,
but the place was pretty cool, man. They had like a regular tour, or it was only $100.
Yeah.
And they show you like parts of the movies and stuff like that, and then you can go in and have a beer. But they have an evening banquet tour. And you get to like they literally do a tour like as the sun's setting, so you get to see like the Shire as the sun's going down, and they show you movie sets or whatever, and then you go in there and they have like an old school like king feast, like a 20-foot table with just mad fucking food on it.
Really?
And you just self-serve yourself.
Wow.
You just eat mad food and fucking it was only $200.
That's it?
Yeah, for the tour. Dude, it's just getting to New Zealand is.
Dude, whoever invents teleportation first is gonna be a very rich person. I'll tell you that.
Because I made the mistake of going down the rabbit hole of looking at everything you can do there and all the cool shit, like shops and everything else. And then I looked at the ticket and everything after I got myself all excited about wanting to do this. And I was like, oh, wait, $3,000? And I go, 30 hours flying?
What if you booked it like I don't know, like a year out?
Yeah, you could.
I'm sure it'd be cheaper that way.
I don't know how much. But, I mean, I don't know if the plane ticket would be cheaper.
Yeah. Well, I think it would, right? Like booking like a year out for like that kind of ticket.
How much cheaper is it going to be?
Well, that's what I did. That's what I did when I went to Colorado. I booked it like I think it was 7 or 8 months out, and literally I paid like $250 round trip.
Yeah.
Like to Colorado, and like it was like stay there for a week and then come back. Yeah. And if I wanted to leave like within like a week or 2 weeks from like booking it, like it would have been like $800.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
like it does go
It
down.
does go down.
It does
I
go
looked
down.
for June. It was like 4 or 5 days in June, and it was all the tickets were just about $3,000. I was like, that's a lot of money.
That's a lot of money.
I don't want to do that. No, thank you.
Well, there's like, I mean, yeah, just keep doing research, see what you can find.
But it looks so fucking cool.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my god.
Because you never know with like certain deals or stuff popping up. You never know.
I think it'd be tough just to get in there because how locked down Australia and like that part of the world is. Like Australia's like super locked down. Trying to get in, it's not gonna be easy. I think even trying to get to New Zealand, it'd be fucking tough.
Well, hopefully, by next summer the restrictions will be up a little bit. But I feel like that should be a bucket list thing. Like
Absolutely.
we should really go do that. I fucking love Lord of the Rings. So
Absolutely. Go to Hobbiton.
dude, that's fantastic. That's a fantastic idea. I'm excited.
Yep.
I'm gonna research that as soon as we finish.
Go to
the
Hobbiton.
pod.
Yep.
But dude, that's all I can think about right now.
I want to go.
That's fantastic.
I want to I got to toughen my feet up so I can just walk around barefooted. It won't hurt.
Yeah, let's fucking get Scott Titterman's pubes and we can glue them to our feet.
Glue them to our feet, yes, and we'll look like hobbits.
And if you haven't seen that episode and you don't understand my joke, go watch it and then listen to what I just said.
Early on. That's like first 4 seasons. That's early on South Park.
Yeah. That's that episode, like, that's a ballsy ass episode to make.
Yeah, he even tricked Stan and Kyle to help him. They didn't even know they were helping him. I love the PSP episode too, where they need Kenny to die because Heaven needs him to help fight Hell. The Hell army's coming, and he needs to use the PSP to help control all the warriors and everything in the armies. But he's like comatose, so he's like a vegetable, and they won't kill him. So it's like this whole controversy on Earth of if he should live or if he should die and all this stuff.
Right.
While they're all waiting for but they build this battle up like it's going to be more epic than the last battle in Lord of the Rings. And then at the end, obviously Kenny dies, and he goes up there and he's using the PSP and he's fighting but they don't show you the battle. They just have like an angel's reaction to the battle. He's like, oh my god, look at this, there's dragons. Like he's just describing this epic fucking battle, and you never get to see any of it.
That's so depressing.
Yep.
Oh my god. But I mean, so, dude, and like I don't know. So that makes me think of like. That makes me think of like Game of Thrones, right? It's like they showed us the crazy battle, but just horrible writing. It's like South Park had great writing, didn't show us the crazy battle, and it's still better because of the writing of like the direction.
Yeah,
you know?
I don't have to turn the brightness up my TV because I'm trying to watch this battle that you've teased me about for 8 fucking years. I can't see anything.
I don't know who decided to use a black filter.
Like, what are you doing?
I don't understand.
I get it's nighttime, but Jesus fucking...
I get it's nighttime and it's snowing and it's going to be ominous and stuff, but it's like...
I can't see.
I can't see shit. And like, I get like the White Walkers sort of running out of the dark, you know?
Yeah.
But like, after like the conflict starts, like... Come on. Just let the moon...
Show me something.
Yeah, like, let the fucking moon just shine through the clouds.
I mean, look at the battle for Helm's Deep. They had all those orcs. It was nighttime and it was raining. You saw everything there.
You saw
everything. It was epic.
God.
That's my favorite.
Whenever you have a criticism of Game of Thrones, you can always point... And someone... Like, say someone disagrees with your criticism, all you have to do is point at Lord of the Rings and be like, they did that way better.
Way better. I guess, I get it because I do like the more goriness, too, of Game of Thrones. But, I mean, you couldn't have done rated R Lord of the Rings.
No.
I mean, you could have. That would have been fucking sick. But it wouldn't have gotten the money and recognition and everything that...
Yeah, like if you made like I think they're making the rated R Lord of the Rings TV show.
I think because they want people fucking in it like Game of Thrones because everybody loved that part of it. So I'm sure that's the reason.
Fantastic.
It's HBO. Oh no, it's Amazon Prime. But
people want to watch dwarfs fuck elves.
You want to see whatever you want to see. What does the dwarf wiener look like? They'll show you.
Yeah, they're gonna show you what that.
Gonna have like an actual helmet on it. Like, Jesus.
Has its own little pickaxe.
It's got a pickaxe? Why does it have a hand? I don't like this show anymore.
It's scary. It's scaring me.
Cobra Kai's coming back too at the end of the month.
Oh yeah.
I can't wait for that. I fucking love that show.
What's that, season 4?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, I watched all of it I've watched all of it with Courtney so far. So.
Yep, I have an Eagle Fang hoodie.
It's a fantastic hoodie.
Yep.
It's a very well made hoodie too. It wasn't like a cheap
No, it
like
was like
knockoff.
yeah, it was like $70-some.
Yeah, that was like that's top of the line. I was like, damn, that's a nice ass hoodie.
And I'm rewatching The Flash again for the 800th time, so I bought more Star Labs stuff. Bought another Star Labs hoodie.
I want to say like so I don't want to say I made the mistake of watching Breaking Bad like the first episode.
Yeah.
It's not a mistake, but
You just opened.
but but I'm on season 3.
You already? Holy
Yeah.
shit. Those are long episodes. They're like 45-minute episodes, right?
Yeah, I started like 2.5, 3 weeks ago. Like
Still a season a week.
First episode. It was just the first episode, and I knew I was sabotaging myself. As
3
soon as I
might be
pressed
the
play.
best season too.
It's
Right? That's
yeah.
the Gus.
Yeah,
That's Gus. Yeah, right.
Yeah, that's when Saul comes in.
Yeah,
Gus comes in.
yeah, 3
Mike
might
comes
be-
in. Yeah,
3's where it gets good.
that's where Jesse comes back from rehab.
Yep.
Yeah, that episode just happened.
Fucking love those shows.
Jesse literally comes back from rehab, and Walt's like, "How you feeling?" He goes, "I finally accept myself." And Walt's like, "You accept yourself?" He goes, "Yeah, I'm the bad guy."
Yeah.
You remember that?
Yeah.
He goes, "I'm the fucking bad guy." And then Walt's just like,
Like, oh shit.
what did they do to you there?
Oh, Spider-Man's coming out 10
10
days, right? I think it's the 17th.
What's the name of it again? Spider-Man 1?
Far From Home.
Spider-Man Far From Home?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, dude. Oh, my God. You just jogged a memory. So...
You were Spider-Man?
Dude, at work. So there was this paranoid schizophrenic in E-Pod, right? And when you're dealing with a paranoid schizophrenic, they usually don't make sense at all.
Yeah.
They can't grasp a linear thought. Okay, like they can have a conversation about one thing for about maybe 5 to 6 seconds, and then they'll say something that makes absolutely no sense.
Yeah.
And for example, so what happened was this paranoid schizophrenic was like calm and like docile. He was chilling, and this new guy came into EPOD, and apparently he thought this paranoid schizophrenic was someone else, and he fucking attacked him.
Oh shit.
Like straight up attacked this dude. And me and like a bunch of other security officers fucking ran into EPOD, and we pulled this dude off of the paranoid schizophrenic, and we fucking, we held him to the floor, nurse knocked him up, and dude passed out. We 4-pointed them in the bed, which 4 points are just restraints. It's just 4 extremities, so both your legs and your arms, you get tied down to the bed. And dude, I had to talk with this paranoid schizophrenic for about 2 hours to calm him down.
Holy shit.
Like literally, I'm at his doorway, and all the other security officers are dealing with crazy other shit.
Yeah.
With that dude, and I'm literally keeping this dude in his room, calming him down, and he was like, "What did I do? What did I do? Why was I attacked? I paid for what I did. I went to jail for 3 years. I paid for what I did." Just like,
oh shit.
Because like he thinks he was attacked for like something he did.
Yeah.
And we were just telling him, we were like, "Dude, it was nothing you did. That shouldn't have happened. That dude was wrong." Like I was like, "You're innocent. You're right." And then dude, he started saying, Spider-Man Far From Home, man, that's such a good movie, man. Fuck, that's such a good movie. Ariana Grande, she has a great voice. Like he was going,
oh man,
he was going off, man.
He's fucking time traveling, dude.
He was going off, just like literally one subject to the next, and like every once in a while he would bounce back to be like, "Why was I attacked? Why was I attacked? What happened?"
Oh man.
And like you're talking to imagine talking to like 5 different people inside someone's head. Like you're like literally he's bouncing like everywhere. And I had to do that for about 2 hours, just calming him down. Like, and literally the only thing I could do was agree with him, with whatever he said. People he'd be like, "Ariana Grande, she's amazing." I'll be like, "Yeah, dude.
Yeah,
yep.
She's fucking pretty amazing." Yeah.
I was like, "She's beautiful, man." And I remember one point he mentioned something about music, and he was like, Halsey, she's so beautiful, she's awesome. And started talking about music for a minute, and I was just naming artists randomly just to try to like make some sort of connection.
Trying to find the algorithm.
But eventually he took some meds, and he calmed down. He went to sleep.
He went sleepies.
Yeah. But I can't tell you how mentally exhausting.
Oh my God.
That was trying to talk to that dude. But when you said Spider-Man Far From Home, like that's what he was doing. That's what he was yelling about. He was like, Spider-Man Far From Home, best movie ever, best movie ever.
How'd you see it? Then I get curious. Did you see it? What happened, dude? What?
And I was just agreeing with him. I'm like, it's a fantastic movie.
Yeah.
Everything's okay.
Everyone's good. They brought back all the old Spider-Man villains. Come on, dude.
But dude, after he like I said, like you know how I said like when they take their nap and they wake up, they're fine.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, dude, that's what happened. Like, he took a nap, he woke up, and, like, he was talking normal. And, like, he was fine. And, like, I was just like, what kind of chemical formula, like, makes these people normal?
Yeah, yeah.
I was like, what the fuck are you giving these people?
You give it to them all the time.
Yes, just constant IV drip of this stuff.
Yeah, no matter.
Jesus
It's
Christ.
like insulin.
I don't know. But yeah, there are crazy people at my work sometimes.
I can only fucking imagine.
It's fun. It's fun.
Makes for interesting days.
But like we got such a good team of like officers there, security officers, that it's like, you know, everything's gonna be fine. You know,
Yeah, yeah.
Because like you guys just handle your shit. You guys just get shit done. Like if someone pops off, you know, you do what you gotta do.
Fucking drop kick them.
Yeah, fucking drop kick him in the teeth
Smash
with your fucking
right direction in A at the same time.
with your crazy tactical boots that they make you wear. Just drop kick him.
That's it. He'll go sleepy. That's a different kind of drug.
Yeah, it's a different kind of sleepy. But it's fun. It's fun working there, though. A lot of interesting shit happens.
A lot of interesting shit. I forgot when I told you today was the 7th. Today's Pearl Harbor Day.
Today's the 8th.
Today the 8th? Oh,
Yeah.
so it was yesterday?
Well, yesterday was Pearl Harbor Day?
Yeah, the 7th was Pearl Harbor Day, so I was wrong then.
12/7 is when Pearl Harbor got hit?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow.
Pearl Harbor Day.
That's insane. Yeah,
That is nuts.
I remember I talked to a dude not too long ago about like apparently like his grandfather was a part of like Pearl Harbor or something. He was like one of the survivors, and he like heard like a bunch of stories when he was like a kid about
Yeah,
it.
it's gonna be nuts. You just all of a sudden a bunch of airplanes just fly over, start dropping bombs on you. That's pretty fucking scary.
Yeah, he said like his grandfather like was in like this storage facility. And then he left that storage facility, and like 5 minutes after he left, it got like blown to pieces.
Oh shit.
So like literally, he was like that close to being fucking obliterated. But he said his grandfather like dived in the water, which is like the smartest move you could do in Pearl Harbor, because like if a bomb hits the water, it's not gonna explode. You know, it's just gonna go in the water and sink, right? So that's what he did. He dove in the water, and he was fine.
They were crashing fucking airplanes. They were kamikazing into like.
Well, they would drop
the
all the
fleet and
bombs.
everything, yeah.
They would drop all the bombs, and then they'd fucking crash
And
their
then use
airplanes
their
after.
airplane. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's insane.
It's crazy. Like if you like watch like a documentary, they show like footage of like the kamikaze pilots. Like they each had like a shot glass, and it would be like their last sip of water in a shot glass, and they would take it, and then you'd see them walking to the plane, and like literally they're never gonna come back.
Yeah, that's
like,
it. They're gonna smash their.
And they're like
fucking-
smiling, and they're happy, and they're like strutting to the
Yeah,
plane, like.
They got fed. They filled their heads like jelly donuts and said this is like the best thing you could do. This is like the highest honor ever. So these people are.
Yeah. No, thank you. I don't want that honor.
No, because then after they did that, they got nuked twice. So.
So it was all for nothing.
Yeah.
But-
How'd that work out for you?
Yeah, man. I'm not the type of person to die for honor. That's
No.
I'm good. I'm good, man.
Nope.
Dying for your country, it's like I don't believe in that, really. Like if you're dying to like, I don't know, protect like a child or something.
Yeah, yeah.
Something like immediate and like like the causes and stuff, but like the whole like idea of dying for like your country. It's like,
Yeah.
I've never really understood it.
I feel like it would have to be an extreme circumstance. Like if we were like at war with like the world, then
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, fucking obviously it's America all the way, baby, and I'll fucking do what I got to do and murder some
Yeah.
people. But like if it's not like Armageddon type style, I don't really want to lay my life down. I'm good.
Yeah.
I
mean,
my cozy life here.
Yeah, if there was like a terrorist country like
Yeah.
attacking our country, like I mean Afghanistan is a terrorist
Yeah,
country
I
now.
think it's more if they were coming here.
Yeah.
Like I'll defend home. I don't want to go to an away game. I only play good at home. I don't
That's funny.
play
That's funny.
well. Yeah, I'm not Maybe even Canada. I'll go help them. I got family
it's
up there.
easier to win at home. So
It's easier to win at home.
just
I know
do
the
that.
layout. I'm good. If it was some fucking Red Dawn or whatever that movie is, where like the North Koreans come over and
Oh yeah, and then there's just the rebel group.
the rebel group of teenagers that fights off the North Korean army. Yeah, right. That would last 5 minutes, and they would all be fucking.
Yeah, they'd all be sent to a camp to concentrate
They'd all
real
get
quick.
shot with one of those anti-tank guns that they like to blow up spies with over there. Like, isn't that a bit of an overkill? The shell is almost as big as he is. Shoot it at the guy. Jesus.
Dude, so you know like a 50 caliber, like
Oh yeah.
Barrett 50 cal. So that thing was made to like stop like trucks and like vehicles and shit.
Destroy its engines and.
That shit wasn't made to like.
No, that wasn't meant to shoot people with.
No, it wasn't. But I remember I heard this one story of a guy. He was a sniper in like the U.S. Marines or something, and he had a Barrett 50 cal, and like he saw some enemies. I think it was like 2 miles out or whatever, and they were behind this big ass brick wall. And on the opposite side of the brick wall was like this building, this like white building, and so he said, "Fuck it!" Like he knew they were behind the wall.
Yeah.
So he had the idea of like, oh, I'll shoot the wall, right? That shit will explode on the other side, send like brick fragments everywhere, and it'll be like a grenade.
Yeah, fucking shrapnel.
Yeah, it'll be like a grenade on the other side. He didn't know if he was gonna hit anything or if like he was gonna hurt them, but he just took like a random shot at the wall, and dude, he saw the whole white building covered in red mist.
Oh yeah, that thing. It's fucking.
The people who were behind that wall got fucking obliterated.
Oh,
because like, have you ever seen like a watermelon get shot by like a firearm? Right.
Yeah.
On the
You gonna sneeze and then I stop.
But like so like I forget the physics property of it. It's like a physics term. But when a watermelon gets like, or like any object gets hits by a bullet, the where the bullet comes out like is a much bigger like radius or like a much bigger explosion than where it goes in. So that applies to whatever is hit by a bullet. So on the other side of that wall was a giant fucking hole, and like literally it killed 3 people on the other side. It killed 3 insurgents. So
it's fucking. We went from shooting a cannonball with no idea where it's gonna go. People are just running up a hill and just find cannonballs that are just rolling down at people. Now you can shoot through brick walls and kill 7 people
away,
at a time. Yeah,
2 miles away and killed 3 people with 1 bullet.
With 1 giant bullet.
Yeah, killed 3 insurgents.
Even if that thing goes like, if it doesn't hit you, but it like goes by, you can get fucked up. If it goes like by your head or anything like that, you're still probably gonna die.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't even need to hit you.
No, just like the fucking.
The force
field around it's gonna like send you for
like
a loop.
3rd-degree burns or whatever. Fucking
yeah, that shit's hot. So
strap a bayonet.
But apparently like when he killed those insurgents, and like Marines later like investigated that area, they had IEDs on them. They had RPGs. They were ready to like do some serious fucking like damage and like plant a lot of like explosives around. So like he saved a lot of fucking
with 1 fucking bullet.
He saved a lot of U.S. lives. Fucking.
It's like wanted
insurgents.
1 bullet.
But that's such a badass story to tell.
Oh yeah.
You're at a fucking bar.
Through fucking.
You're at a bar, dude.
Walls.
Oh my god, you're gonna be king shit. You're gonna be king shit telling that story.
One guy's screaming because he didn't die yet.
But like he killed them all instantaneously, like by shooting that wall. That just tells you like the power.
Yeah, they meant to like stop tank engines and shit like that.
Bullet not fucking. Yeah, it's fucking incredible.
We just started with beating each other with sticks and stones.
Yeah.
Still works though if you really needed to. You could still beat somebody with a stick or a stone. So don't worry about Old Faithful.
But yeah, I mean, dude, like when the Native Americans fought like the Europeans, like with sticks and stones.
Yeah, man, it's gonna be like when the aliens come.
It was so uneven.
Yeah.
It was so uneven.
It's gonna be like us when the aliens come.
They was just running at us and like literally just oh my god, just mowed them down.
What are we gonna do against a ray gun? Like we're not gonna do anything. We're all just gonna get vaporized instantly.
Yeah, dude, I feel like if an alien has like the technology to travel to our planet, It's like, dude, they have the technology to just blow it up
To
with
just
like
completely blow
a
it
big
up.
ass Death Star beam. It's like,
Like,
how would they not have that?
A Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. They blow up Earth in it because it supposedly was in the way for like an intergalactic highway that they were trying to build, and they literally just like put all these giant pillars on like a whole bunch of places on Earth, and like they just showed like a space view of Earth, and they showed all the pillars going off, and it just like slowly imploded and just blew up. It's nothing, and it was so like kind of eerie because there was no sound. It's space, so it wouldn't make a noise, but you just see Earth just like disintegrate into this small thing, and then it's just like dust, space dust, and that was it. And then they start like the music to the beginning of the movie where you're watching, and you're like, that was kind of like eerie. Like it's just gone. That's it. Nobody, no one would fucking know. That's it. We're all gone. Anybody who would know is on that planet.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, no sound, no nothing.
No, there'd be nothing. No, nobody would know about it.
Little dust.
There was no evidence really of like anything we've ever done. All of human history, everything. It meant nothing.
We got a white flag on the moon.
That's what we got. We got a flag on the moon. And who knows? Yeah, and like now, where's the moon gonna go? Because now it's not tied to the Earth anymore. Now it's just gonna start drifting through space until it gets caught in somebody else's.
It's gonna get flung out somewhere.
Until it gets caught in another planet's gravitational field and.
Yep.
Space,
the final frontier. Did you see the new Buzz Lightyear trailer?
I saw the trailer. Yes.
Do you like it?
No, not really. But that's just also because I'm petty, nostalgic, and I'm like, just leave it alone. Enough. Stop trying to make new things.
Dude, looking at him without his suit is scary.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't like that.
That's scary. It's not fun.
You know what I was thinking about the other day? That's completely off subject and morbid, but I'm kind of upset there's only two things you can do to yourself after you die. You can either be buried or burned. Like, it upsets me. What if I don't want either one of those options?
What if you want to be tied to Elon Musk's spaceship?
I literally,
I've
thought that since I was a teenager. Just put me in something and send me off into space. I think that would just be much cooler than, I don't want to get put in the ground, and I don't want to be burned either. That sounds way worse.
Yeah, you want your body fucking, I don't know.
Those are literally your two options.
Yeah.
They're not going to...
What if you crash land on an alien planet one day?
I get that one, because they don't want, like, the biological... Like, I crash in some planet, and then my whatever, fucks with that planet. I understand that to a little bit, but I'm like, dude, just fucking send me off somewhere. That'd be... Or not even into space. Like, send me off so I crash in, like, Jupiter. That wouldn't matter. I would just get crushed by the pressure, and then
dude, that'd be really cool. You'd be like, dude, when I die, I'm going to Jupiter.
I'm going to fucking Jupiter, man. I'm going to see it come, and then I'm going to die in the giant storm. Well, I mean, I'm already dead, but that sounds way better than they just bury you.
Yeah.
Or they burn you.
Well,
that's the two fucking horrible options.
Yeah, it's really it's like flip a coin. Like,
yeah, they both sound terrible.
Not fun.
I don't want either one.
Or
what about taxidermy? That might be fun. Stuff me.
Taxidermy, man. Yeah, just stuff you.
Just stuff me. That's what I want.
Just leave you in really inappropriate places.
I'll have somebody that I'll leave all my money to that they have to, just move me randomly throughout. A few times a year, just put me somewhere else.
Put me somewhere else. Dude, I remember I read this thing one time. It was like this grandson was trying to get his grandmother taxidermied, and like they were like, I don't know, it like went to court and shit, like trying to figure out like the legality of the situation. But yeah, it didn't happen.
Yeah, you can't. No, even like cemeteries are weird. I mean, I guess it makes sense, but it is just like a mass grave, isn't it? I mean, just because you put headstones there and you make everyone all nice and separate, I'm like, well, this is like hundreds or thousands of people buried in the same spot. Isn't that kind of what a mass grave is? Like, cemeteries creep me out too.
Yeah.
Because then you're just there forever. Or how do we know how long forever is?
Yeah, you just...
They could move you at some point. That's happened to cemeteries, that they've had to, like, move bodies and stuff.
Isn't it weird having like, a market for caskets? Oh, you can get this. It's like cars. It's like cars. You can get this color. This one has wheels.
You sell gravestones. What do you want engraved on this person you've loved forever?
This one has a buzzer in case you wake up.
In case you wake up. You always need that. It comes with a safety thing. You hit
That's
the
an
side.
extra $2,000. It's an extra $2,000, but it's worth it.
A little safety kit. You get a little shovel that comes with it and everything. A little lamp flashlight for your head. Guys, I'm alive.
You're buried with an oxygen tank.
Yeah.
Just in case.
I made it back.
Yeah. Dude, that shit's happened, though. Like, people have been buried alive. Like, it didn't happen too often.
No, I mean, not now, especially because everybody gets their insides sucked out.
Yeah, it wouldn't happen now, but, like... Dude,
I'm sure.
Like 100 years ago, There's been like people have been like dug up from their graves, and like there have been like claw marks
Yeah.
on the inside of
You would
like
just,
the casket.
That's so funny. You would just suffocate. You wouldn't be able to get up.
You can't sit up.
You can't sit up.
No.
You'd have no power to like punch or do anything to actually get your way out. And even if you did a hole, wouldn't all the dirt just come in the hole and you die that way? Like,
Yeah.
fuck that.
Dude, in the movies where you see them like break out of the casket
Yeah,
and
yeah,
like
yeah.
climb up
You
through the
like
dirt,
that, you would never be able to do that.
like Step Brothers. No,
Yeah.
that is not possible.
Especially if you were buried actually 6 feet. You're not digging out 6 feet with just your hands.
Yeah.
You're done.
Dude, Step Brothers is fucking hilarious. When he comes up from the dirt, he's like, Zombie!
Zombie.
Zombie!
What are you doing? I'm burying you. But I'm alive.
I'm alive, Daryl. I'm alive.
You're waking the neighbors.
Shut up.
Fucking weird. It would be even worse if you wake up when you're getting cremated. Hey,
Oh,
by the
God.
way, I think I don't want to get cremated because I actually had
Like,
that as a nightmare once.
As soon as they close the cremation door, like
The sound opens.
sound wakes you up.
But you're all groggy, so at first you're like, what the fuck's going on? And then that's it. And you're dead. Again.
Again.
Double dead.
Yeah.
Wow, this is a good close to Christmas conversations we're having today.
Well, it's the nightmare before Christmas.
It
isn't
is, yes. And that nightmare is called life.
Funny stuff. Funny stuff.
I never really got into any of those Tim Burton movies besides Beetlejuice. I didn't really like. I didn't really.
Beetlejuice was really good.
I like Beetlejuice, but I didn't give a shit about Nightmare Before Christmas or Edward Scissorhands or Corpse Bride. I don't care about those fucking movies.
My mom loved them when I was little. My mom absolutely loved them.
So singy. Anytime I'm like, I'm like, oh, The Night Before Christmas. Everyone likes that. And then I start watching. I'm like, this is a fucking musical. Enough. Enough.
Dude, like, so on Netflix, there's like, have you seen like the movies that made us? Have you seen that?
Yeah,
on Netflix?
yeah.
So they have like a Nightmare Before Christmas one, and dude, that one's actually really good because it shows like all like the stop motion animation that they did.
Oh, yeah. It was wicked cool to watch.
Yeah.
It's like the graphics and everything they did. And it's one of the best levels in Kingdom Hearts.
What?
When you would go to
Nightmare Before Christmas?
Yeah, there was a Nightmare Before Christmas one.
I did not know that was a level.
Yeah, that was a level, and you have to fight. Is it the Oogie Boogie?
Oh, the Oogie Boogie?
Yeah, you have to fight him at the end.
That's funny.
The fucking Oogie Boogie.
The fucking
He's
Oogie
filled with
Boogie.
bugs.
Yes, he is.
Potato sack or whatever he is, filled with bugs.
Yeah.
Yummy.
Yeah, dude, stop motion's a really cool thing. But dude, it took them like hundreds and hundreds of hours.
Oh.
For like
Yeah.
it would take them like 16 hours a day. Like 16 hours of like filming a day to get 5 seconds of footage.
Yeah.
Literally just 5 seconds. And like
Well, it took fucking forever.
that's insane. That's insane.
They throw all this fucking singing in it. Ugh.
And you have to like somehow make their mouths move to like match up with
Yeah.
the words. That's fucking fuck that.
Yeah, enough.
No, that's too much.
I'm good. Just use real people.
Just yeah.
Get some makeup. Just like Beetlejuice.
God, I don't know. It must be so much easier with animation nowadays.
Oh, just the power of computers now?
Yeah.
Fucking way easier.
Instead of fucking
Building things out of clay.
taking everything and like moving it a little bit, taking a picture, moving it a little bit, taking a
Yeah,
picture.
yeah.
Jesus Christ.
And then now you gotta edit it all together after you do that so it doesn't look like you took. I was like, fuck that. No thanks.
Yeah, that's how they did it with old cartoons.
Oh yeah, even old movies you had to like crank the thing, like cranking it like a Jack in the Box. Silent films.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Or you would take a picture for somebody, you'd have to run behind the camera and hide under a hood. The gunpowder goes off with a flash and
Yeah, the first type of camera used the gunpowder.
gunpowder.
Used fucking gunpowder.
And you had to like stand there still for mad long.
Oh Jesus, it's funny.
Yep.
All right, I think that's a good spot to end it for today.
It's getting dark.
It's getting dark and cold out.
I don't like it.
Unless you live near the equator, and if you do, go fuck yourself.
Yeah, go fuck yourself.
Because we're not there.
No, we're far, far away from there.
But all right, everybody, take it easy.
Peace.